Welcome to the best new streaming channel on Twitch. Welcome to Beer.tv. The name is Beer and Kebab. The league is RRF1. And ladies and gentlemen, lights out. It's showtime.
Last car approaching the grid.
Nose damage.
It's ridiculous.
Box, 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 box. Really? In.
What an idiot. Sake.
Send it.
Whoa!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I had no brakes.
Oh my god, it just blew up on its own.
We're gonna have to retire.
Get it, Cal, get it. I hope he has damage. A stupid move.
No! Bicep.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about, guys. We did it once again, guys. Once again.
Champ, what a career. Thank you.
Thank you. Finally.
Get in there, Lewis. You are the man. You are the man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, BK and the Xbox, Beer and Kebab, the racing guru. Welcome to Sunday race night, and we are here, Division 1 Elite Superstars in Britain. And joining me tonight in the commentary booth, a special guest, the world's richest bus driver, Mr. Dragoon. Good evening, sir.
Evening, mate, you right?
Oh, not so bad. We're going to jump straight on the action, mate. Q1 is underway already. We have got a few cars out and about already on track. Just on board a fresh LP in his outlap. Good to see you, dude. It's been a long time since been in the old commentary booth, hasn't it?
It's been a while, mate. I'm probably going to be a bit rusty tonight, but see if I can catch up.
Absolutely. Right, I'm going to lose the shades because I can't see shit. I've got my shades on. I've got the old Beer.tv shades on, but I can't see anything because I'm short-sighted. So I'm going to take them off, put the regular glasses on, and I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, there's the screens. I was wondering where they were. There's the webcam as well. I couldn't see them. I'm so blind. Right. Okay, so far we've seen Johnny B set at 127.5, Jimmo 127.6, Ralph 128 flat, Hair Squiffy at 128.5 on the mediums. Going to give you a quick rundown of the drivers. We've got those four. Fresh LP, back amongst the living in Division 1. Skillen, Bingley, Dizzy Barracuda making a guest appearance in F1 tonight. Carzola, GDP Apex, To The Max, Towley, AJ Sniper, Psych Zany, Robbo, K77 Twat, and Cookie Chip. Woof! Big lineup tonight, mate. 18 runners and riders. Should be an absolute belter.
Yeah, good turnout, mate. Better than last night, anyway.
Let's get onto the TV pod with Fresh LPs. He comes at the Wellington Straight through Brooklands there, left-hander, and in towards Luffield, which is a right-hander that tightens up. He's in the Renault, of course, your favourite car, the Renault. Through Woodcote. Nicely done there, the old international pit straight. And then he comes up to Copse, just a slight lift off there. 7th gear. I don't think it's going particularly quickly. Through Maggots and Beckett's. And then the right hand, which leads to the Chapel Curve, and then he would be out onto the Hanger Straight. Good evening, Jock. He's after a beer and a whiskey chaser. Oh, I think I can manage that, sir. Bob the Builder's in the chat. Good evening, Bob. As Fresh LP there comes through Stowe. And down through Vale into Club to complete his lap. But it actually doesn't look too bad. I didn't think he was on it, but it's actually not a bad lap. Round the last corner.
Good looking car, though.
Vomit yellow, I call it. Vomit yellow, mate. Right, Fresh is a 128.
I must say, yeah, his teammate.
Carzola spun it. Carzola spun, mate. Oh, where's he spun that one then? He's in sector 3 somewhere. I think he's just come onto the Hanger Straight, actually. Yes, indeed. He spun it coming out of Chapel. Dizzy's in sector.
Done that Friday, mate, on the hard tyres.
Easily done, mate, innit? Where's Bing? Right, Binger's sector 1. Right, on board a Dizzy Barracuda. He comes out from Chapel onto the Hanger Straight. He's in the Team Haas. He's actually Poz's replacement. Of course, Poz, as you might have known, took a holiday with Thomas Cook and ended up flying. He ended up. Well, he did get to Greece, but then of course he was repatriated back to the UK, and he came back on Ryanair. He ended up in Australia, and his luggage ended up on Mars. So Poz isn't here tonight, but he will be here in the next couple of days. No, but all right.
I think he went to Wales, yeah, and had a fucking holiday in Luton.
I think he was flying out from Gatwick and spent a week in Croydon, mate. Right. Here comes Bingley through Club. On his first fly in the pink No Point racing car. It's looking pretty tidy there from Bingers on the soft compound tyre in Q1. And he comes across the line with the 126.8, puts him first on the leaderboard. Good luck there from Bingers. Skillen. Skillen's made a bit of a wide exit out of Chapel. That's going to knacker his laps. We'll jump on board of Towley, who's just coming through Vale up to Club. And again, this also looks nice and tidy there. Through the final corner, kisses the apex on the left-hand side, rubs it on the inside. That sounded filthy. 127.1 from Towley, third place. Tidy lap there. Where's Sykes?
Not bad. Obviously, I'm supporting AJ and Towley tonight.
Oh, the Ferrari boys.
My fellow colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't envy the guy that's got Vettel's car, obviously.
Oh, we
have
to happen this afternoon, yeah. Just watching Syke go through Luffield there in sector 2. Oh, a bit of a wobble there from Syke, lost a bit of oversteer there. That's going to cost him half a second maybe. As he comes up towards Copse. Just a very fractional lift off there from Syke. Comes up to Maggots in the left-handed Beckett's. He's got a car in front of him, will need to get out of the way. Yeah, which he does. And then through to the Chapel Curve onto the Hanger Straight. I think
Max is next.
Okay, where is Max? I'm going to stay on board with Syke, but I think Syke might have to go again. Oh, he's run very wide there. Track extending and getting away with it. Codemasters, you should be ashamed of yourself. I said it on Friday night, and I'll say it again. You can't even get basic physics and collision detection right, can you? Because you're a bunch of shit coders. Right, Syke.
Yeah, they flagged Bingley retired.
I tell you what, even though Syke made an error coming out of Chapel, coming out of Luffield, he still set the second fastest time. That's pretty impressive. Right, Skillen coming through Vale. Yeah, if you on the left hand side as you come through Stowe down the Vale on the left hand side, you can utterly track extend. We saw it discreetly on Friday, and it doesn't penalise you.
Yeah, I noticed that. It does it in the wet as well. There's a few more corners you can do it in the wet as well. I don't know what the weather is.
I
for the
mean-
race. I don't know if you got any contacts or not.
Well, I mean, I think that's cheating. Controversial, but I think if you deliberately track extend, then that's cheating. Or is it just taking
Yeah.
advantage of the game? Right, skill's gone through the 127.8.
I just think it's code masters, mate.
Yeah, they're crap. Right, so the Max is coming through Vale on his first flyer. A triple shift
Just watching F50 Max. There's 2 Maxes, isn't there? To the Max.
Yeah,
and
you've got Skillen. F50 Max is Skillen. This is new gamer tag. 127.4 from to the Max. AJ and Matt are out there at the moment as well. AJ's coming through Maggots and Beckett's. On the hang straight. 133. That's a good split time. Sector 2. That's pretty tidy. That matches Syke Zaney actually. So this could be a really lively lap from AJ. Of course, the home
I know it sounds.
of motor racing. Sorry, mate. Oh, no, surely he's not
No.
going to... Hang
I
on.
know it sounds dirty, mate, but AJ's got a nice fucking helmet.
That is dirty. He's not going to get away. That was the biggest track extend I've seen so far going through Vale, and it's registered the time.
And he. Yeah.
I'm gobsmacked.
Joke.
That is shocking. Right, on board a K77 twat. Well, the thing is, I suppose if they're all doing it, then there's no advantage, is there? Do you know what I mean? That's the way to look at it. If they're all like running extremely
but-
wide there at Vale, then you know,
It's not right though, is it?
no, should be ashamed of themselves. Right, Matt's through the 127.6, puts him to 9th. Fresh is out, as is Sniper. Let's watch Sniper. He's got a car weaving from side to side on an outlap that needs to get out of the way. That needs to... He was that in front.
Look
It's
at
to the Max.
Look at Sniper's helmet. Probably the best one there, I reckon.
Sniper's coming in the pits. So I never thought I'd ever say this on stream, but I'm now going to have a look at Sniper's helmet. Actually, I can't because it's broadcast mode, mate. Right, back on board with Fresh. Alright, so, Jock, did you get your drink? It was a Stella Artois followed by a famous grouse
Psych
chaser.
fastest.
126.8 by 3/100ths of a second. Of course, anyone who's not watched us before, top 15 go through the Q2, bottom 3 drop out. Interesting there, Fresh didn't activate his DRS for some reason. I don't know why. This time is not particularly quick. No. Who else is out and about? Ralph. We haven't seen Ralph yet. Ralph in Sector 1. Gone through Abbey there, coming down towards the Wellington Straight. Of course, the new bit of the track, the piece of the track they put in a few, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, was it? Try and slow the cars down. Alright. Anyway, so what's it feel like being the world's richest bus driver? Must be pretty damn exciting.
Obviously you don't live that far away from me, do you? But
No.
I was driving about 8 o'clock, half 8 last night, mate, and Bristol had a monsoon. I could not see out the windscreen.
Oh man.
I could not see fuck all, mate, and I literally done half the route. Once I get this, I had a bus full of passengers as well. It's like, as long as I get them to the destination alive, I'll be happy.
Do you get tipped really well, do you?
Right?
Do you get tipped? Do you get like tipped very well? You know, the old granny saying,
I have got a tip.
"Oh, hello, you're such a lovely bus driver. Let me give you my purse. I've got £3,000 in there for a tip." Is that how it works? Is it? Or I don't know.
This one guy gave me a £2 coin. He just stuck it on his way out off the bus. I was like, oh, cheers.
Fair enough. But here comes Ralph.
You get tips. Like Christmas time.
Yeah, bits and pieces, mate. Bits and pieces. 127.6 from Ralph puts me in 10th. Still got 2 minutes to go. Yeah, who else is out on track? Who's in the drop zone? Dizzy, Sniper, Squiffy, and Carzola on outlaps. The reason why, if anyone's wondering why I think Mark is the richest bus driver in the world, it's because I actually call Mark, like Dragoon, the $1 million bus driver, because he just spent $1 million on a new seat and wheel for his racing. Isn't that right, Mark? AO.com.
Yeah.
AO. Fucking let's go bankrupt. Yeah, let's go bankrupt. Yeah, spent $1 million on his kit, and it's like it's a Thrustmaster, right, with this amazing bucket seat, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and it's encrusted with diamond and studded with emeralds. What a bit of kit!
But it's not. It's I got it at the wrong time, mate, because Austria. I started using it, and obviously every single league that I've been in, I've been shit in Austria and Silverstone. So it's not doing too good for me at the moment, but we're getting there.
Good man, right, I'm just watching, see who we got on track at the moment. Right, it is actually, I'm going to jump on board back to Carzola, who is trying to get himself a time to make him safe. Jock says in the chat, Mark, does the wheels of the bus go round and round? Not when he puts it in the wall,
do,
Jock. Not when he puts it in the wall, it doesn't. I will be getting
not when I break down either. Still there, mate?
Yeah, I'm just getting something lined up, dude. Carzola comes around 127.4. Yeah, that puts him comfortably into Q2. Dizzy is safe at the moment. Where is Sniper?
What's happened to Fresh?
He's retired from the session, unless he's binned it. Can you just check? Start again. Check the race directory.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
If you'd be so kind.
Do that now.
All right. AJ's retired from session. That should be comfortable enough. Yeah. Bottom three are dropping out, so basically it's up to Sniper. Sniper's the only man who can do something about this. He is just outside his time at the moment. He needs to find about 0.3 of a second, ladies and gentlemen, over the final two sectors to get himself up into Q2.
Fresh has got a warning already for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, I think he's retired, mate.
It's a shame he can't speed on track, really, isn't it? Like, you know, that's the problem with Fresh. You know, he's had a tricky season when he's raced. You know, he's it's ironic. He can get warned for speeding in the pit lane, but he gets warned for being too slow on track. I'm just kidding.
I think the warning gets carried on. I think the warning gets carried on to the race, mate. Because I had a similar thing where it gives you 2 warnings rather than 3.
Sniper's picked up a 10th in sector 2. He needs to find just under 2/10 in the final sector, ladies and gents. He could put JDP under a bit of pressure. JDP's on an outlap, but I don't. But he's too late. He's not going to make it.
You can see his helmet now, mate.
Oh yeah, so I can. He really needs to wear underwear a bit more, doesn't he? If I can see his helmet and I'm spectating, you know what I mean? Here comes Sniper. Right, can he squeeze in? Can he squeeze in? No. He does go a little bit faster, but it's not good enough. That is it, ladies and gents. That is Q1 done and dusted. Squiffy, Sniper, and LP are eliminated from Q1. Right, just if you're wondering about Mark and that, you know, he said he's having problems with his new wheel, which is true, right? And he's still getting the setups right. This is what happened a couple of days ago when he was driving. As you can see, yeah, it doesn't look pretty, does it? A number 23 bus with the front end completely caved in. So, what can I say? Unlucky Mark.
we hadn't even got a 23 bus.
All right. Okay, that's Q1 done and dusted.
No,
it's a bit quiet in the chat at the moment.
Let's
See some people, let's have some conversation going, ladies and gentlemen. It's all a bit quiet. Let me just give a quick rundown.
On a side note, though, mate, yeah, go on.
Quick rundown, and then you can give me your sad story. Sykes Zaney fastest so far in Q1, then Bingley, Robbo, Carzola, Towley, JDP Apex Cookie Chip to the max, AJ Johnny B, Matt Ralph, Jimmo and Dizzy Barracuda, and JDP Apex all through, and Skillen all through to Q2. Squiffy, Sniper, and Fresh LP, they will start at the back on fresh tyres. Sorry, Mark, you were saying your sad story.
Yeah, no, obviously, like when I first bought the wheel, I thought I was going to go straight into it and carry on as normal, but it's taking a bit of time at the moment. A lot of time. To be fair, yeah, it's got to a point, yeah, this wheel is a beast, mate. honestly, the sensitivity is a lot better.
Yeah.
And obviously, you guys have been having the same all season. I've been using the TMX, my last wheel, and I'm probably getting 50% out of it.
Well, I know it.
So it shocks.
Yeah, I know it's difficult for. I mean, just for the viewers, this is Mark actually. This is actually when he went off track in practice at Silverstone and went into Silverstone Village by accident because he lost control of his bus, and that's what happened. It was carnage. It was absolute carnage, ladies and gentlemen. There was all kinds of, as you can see. That I mean, Mark walked away unscathed, but the less said about the Armco barrier and the pedestrians in the bus stop, the better, really. Right, okay, let's move back on to the action. All right.
Who's out first?
Somebody is out and about. We've got Carzola out. Okay, looks like Matt's the first Kai out. Good evening, Kai. Sykes there in the chat with some strange emotes.
Okay, and then Carzola.
Matt's out first, dude, I think. Is it Matt? Was it?
Is he?
Oh, maybe it is Cookie.
It's Cookie, I think.
It's Cookie and then Matt and then Carzola. There we go. We finally get it right, ladies and gentlemen. Cookie, of course, in the Team Alpha Male, the God car. Need some good points tonight, actually, from the Alpha Males. We've had the best of times here in Britain so far this week. I struggled to. Well, I did finish on track. I think I finished 7th, but it was like 9th after penalties. My teammate Quadra Honcho got lapped after lap 1. I think he didn't have a good time. Right, let's go on board. Actually on board with Cookie as he sets his car up, getting all these settings right. He's actually come out on the hard tyre, so there's some instant strategies coming out here, Mark. Quite a few have gone for the hards.
Yeah, I think that's normal, mate. I think they're going to get a banker in on the hard
and then come in and
go back to the medium. Yeah,
because
that's what will be done on Friday.
It is a one-stopper, isn't it? And you can just do mediums to softs or even softs to medium. Mediums to softs is probably the better route.
Yeah. Obviously, people coming out on a hard tyre, that means that it's a dry race.
Good point. Good point. We haven't had a weather forecast yet from our resident weather forecaster, who is normally Sykes Zaney at the Met office in Silverstone. Right, Cookie through turn 1 at Abbey. Let's see what he can do then. Oh man, my ankle is absolutely throbbing tonight. Really sore. Okay. But enough moaning from me. Right, Cookie comes up the Wellington straight. 3rd gear, turn 3 there. Of course, in Q2, ladies.
Actually, it's Carzola then Matt.
Right, I think Carzola overtook Matt because Matt was the lead car out in the Haas. Ladies and gents, for Q2 then, basically the top 10 in Q2 will go through to Q3. The guys who drop out of Q2 will have a choice of tyres at the start of the race, whereas all the guys who finish in the top 10, the tyre they set their fastest lap on in Q2 is the tyre they will start the race on. Nice and explanatory there, keeps it nice and simple. I hope that for any of you who just started watching F1, you understand that rule. Right, Cookie's just coming out now, coming through Stowe at the end of the hangar straight. Just to is he going to come straight in the pits? No, he's going to set a lap. He is going to set a lap on the hards. So let's see.
Can you imagine, instead of qualifying like we are right now, having like races to do qualifying?
What's that, sorry?
You know what I mean? The like reverse grid and racing, to qualify. The new rules that they're introducing apparently for next year.
Oh, I didn't know that, mate. I don't follow the rules. So they're going to have mini races to set qualifying. To set the grid position, is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll have to think about that one. Okay, Matt Bale's at 128.9 in the hards. Cookie was about 5/10 quick on the hards as well. JDP Apex and to the max. Set laps on hard tyres. AJ's on a lap at the moment, coming through sector 1. Still got quite a few cars in the pits at the moment, ladies and gents.
Yeah, quite a few still in the pits.
Do you know what I've noticed, Mark, at the moment, mate, is the absolute explosion of daddy long legs. They're just
Yeah,
everywhere.
don't. Because I had a fag earlier, mate, and one nearly fucking flew on my head.
Oh man, I'm being attacked here. I've got a swarm of them above
know.
my head at the moment. Unbelievable, mate.
Fucking everywhere, mate.
Go away, leave me alone, go away.
I can touch them by the end of their fucking leg, yeah? And then I can wave it in Jade's face and she shits herself.
I don't mind it.
Well,
I mean, do you know what? I'm a bit of a sadist because I just catch him and I chuck him in the nearest spider's web I can find, like, and watch the spider sort of go, grab him and eat him, have a good munch. Right, on board AJ coming through Stowe.
I think you're a bit sick, mate.
Yeah. Right, how do I chat Banjagoon? How do I kick him out of the party? Just kidding. It's looking pretty tidy actually from AJ on the mediums, mate. It's looking pretty tidy actually. 127.7 fastest so far. Good luck into the 20. Come here, you little
Towley's
basket.
just come out on his outlet.
Oh man, I'm trying to catch this. Right, who is the lead car? Right, Skins coming through, Magus and Beckett's. Right, Dizzy's got a car in front of him. Towley, Johnny B, Syke Zaney. Right, Robbo's the lead car. Gonna jump on board with Robbo. Good evening, Gaz Burgess, Mr. Smiler.
Or not.
Okay, let's see. Let's jump on board with Robbo. Flat out through turn 1, of course.
Is he still using a pad?
I don't know. I would ask him, mate,
Robbo.
but he might tell me off for interrupting this fast lap, so I'll have to hang on from it. We'll just come at the Wellington straight.
Alpha Male.
Alpha Male, of course, the God car. Best car on the grid. Not like that hashtag Team Red Bullshit. Yeah, I know they did rather well on Friday, but it's still Red Bullshit. Alright, Robbo through Woodcock, flying down the old start-finish straight, up to Cops. Drops down a gear, but doesn't lift off, just literally just drops down a gear and stays on the accelerator all the way through, on the throttle. The gas, if you're in America, of course. Through Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel Curve, nicely through there, DRS activated, 103.6 split time. This looks pretty competitive actually. A good split time in Sector 2. Through Stowe down to Vale, and then through Club. Club's one of my favourite bits of the track. Whenever I go up Silverstone, mate, I always get a Club. I sort of get a roving ticket and I walk between Club and Stowe. 27.5, fastest lap of the race of Q2. Of the
Towley
race.
coming round? I don't know if that's his outlap or his...
No, he's on
fast lap.
he's on the international pit straight. I don't think he's the lead car. They've got Johnny B behind it. Syke Zaney, Sector 3, coming through Club. This is looking mighty. 27.4, fastest so far from Syke Zaney. On board of Towley, he exits the Chapel Curve onto the Hangar Straight. Flat out, 205 miles an hour, 203 maxed out. Drops down to 5th gear as he comes through Stowe. Back on the gas, going through Vale. Down towards Club. A quadruple shift out to 2nd. Up to 3rd. Let's see what time he has said. It's a 1:27.8. Puts Towley into 4th.
Do you ever watch these guys, yeah, and think, I wish I could be as fast as that, or even like half a second slower?
No, I don't, because I'm faster.
No?
No, I'm faster.
That's why you're in F3, mate.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why I'm struggling in F3. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
I'm not saying I'm good. I'm not saying I'm good or anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm absolutely.
Do you know what? Yeah,
I'm
actually,
absolutely fucking outstanding. You know what I'm saying?
Q2,
Right, this is
Q2
looking-
in
not really.
on Friday was amazing for me, mate. Fucking A base was first. Obviously, your son was second on the
Dampenel's
soft tire.
28.1 from Johnny B.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then I popped across the line. I'm third. It was like
Yeah.
amazing.
Right,
And then
fingers.
it went downhill from there.
Yeah, it did go a bit, didn't it? But you stuck at it. You stuck at it, and you managed to secure a point, which is the important thing. Right, Binger's come around the last corner. 1:27.2, fastest we've seen so far, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes of qualifying. Well, 5 minutes of Q2 left. We've got K77 Matt, Apex to the max, Jimmo, and Ralph in the in the drop zone. Both McLarens in the drop zone. Right, here is the lead car. Ralph's coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Jimmo's coming down the hanger straight. Where's Matt? Matt's coming through sector 2, so it'll be Jimmo the lead car. Prepping his car for that.
They're both on
big
our
push.
laps anyway. Both
Yeah.
on the McLarens. Both
Just a-
powered by Renault, so
Yeah.
they'll be fine.
Oh, they're out then. Unlucky Jimmo. Right, here comes Jimmo. About to start his flyer. And he's away. Straight through turn 1, of course. No lifting in turn 1. Lifting in turn 1's for puffs, basically. Isn't that right, Mark?
But no, mate.
He doesn't
Is
know.
it?
Well, yeah, you don't lift off in turn 1. You're flat out, aren't you? Hang it right.
No, you do go flat out.
Oh yeah. Same as
Unless
cops.
it's raining.
Same as cops as well. Flat out through cops. Well, near as damn it.
Actually, T1, mate. I did actually go flat out in the wet in T2.
Yeah,
and it's alright.
but did you actually stay on track, or did you just go boom, in a straight
No, I
line?
stayed on track, mate. No,
Wow.
it's sector 3 that I fucked up on.
Well, you do like the wet, don't you? Well, I've noticed that you do like.
I
to
love
do
the
the
wet, mate.
Yeah.
I love it when it's wet.
Mm.
The missus does as well.
Okie dokie. Let's stick to the racing, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, Jimmo coming through Maggots and Beckett's, moving swiftly on through the Chapel Curve onto the hanger straight, DRS activated. So 103.8, decent split time. That actually matches Robbo, I think, for split times. So he can have a good final sector. He can get himself comfortably up into Q3 here if he can hold it together. Yeah, exactly, Bob. Family show. You tell him, Bob. Absolutely disgusting behaviour from my co-commentator.
Sorry, Bob.
127.7 for
Can we
Jimmo.
fix it?
Decent time. Right, Matt's. I think, was it Ralph? Yeah, Ralph's coming round the last corner. He's looking at 128. 127.
Charlie did actually get to second place, mate,
Yep.
on the third lap.
Well, I'm on board with Matt. Matt's 5/10 up in his previous time. He needs to find a little bit more than that in sector 3. Nice slingshot though, there around Stowe. Robbo's retired from the session. He's happy with that time. Bit of a lock up there from Matt through club. This is looking pretty good though from Matt. I think he's had a good final sector. 128.1. Oh, not quite enough. He does have time to get those tyres just cool down a little bit and
Hundredths
go
of the
again.
way, isn't he?
Yeah, he's literally 1/100th of a second outside the Q3 top 10 shootout spots. Right, Apex is out and about in sector 2. He's 3/10 up. The match is coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Okay, let's keep an eye on Maurice's sector 2 times coming up shortly as he exits Chapel. It's a 28. He needs a stellar final sector. He needs to find 3/10 in the final sector. 128.1, ladies and gentlemen, is the cut-off point. That's Johnny Bravo's time set on the softs. He's not coming out. It's Johnny Bravo. He's too late now.
What did you
on,
what
2
did you
secs,
do
mate.
Q2 in?
Maurice 127.9. He's got through. Johnny B is out of Q2. Jenny Apex coming around the last corner. Apex is 22. He's on the cusp. This is going to be tight. He's through. 7th fastest. Made up in the last sector. Ralph is on the cuff. So Carzola is on an outlap. He is going to get round in time. Dizzy Barracuda will just. I don't know if Dizzy Barracuda is going to get through to the finish line or not. Skillen's out in sector 2. We'll jump on board with Skillen. Through Maggots and Beckett's. Is Matt in 2 seconds? Is Matt going again? No, Matt's further. Matt's out surely. Yeah, Matt's out.
Dizzy's too far away, mate.
Yeah, I don't think Dizzy's going to make it before the checker flag comes out. Skillen though.
It might do. It might be
Oh,
close.
Skillen's left the session. He's lagged out. Nightmare. He's lagged out. Can you see if you can bring him back in, dude?
Yep.
Right, Carzola's just about to start his flying lap. Oh, he was literally in sector 3, mate, going through Vale, and his car just lagged out. Right, Carzola's got through. Now, has Dizzy? He's got 13 seconds. Oh, I think Dizzy might just make it, actually, just. He's got back in. I think Skillen's going to be out of Q2. Dizzy has just
Got
made
back
it.
in, yeah.
Yeah, he's right. Dizzy's just made it, ladies and gents. So
3 seconds.
that is so unlucky though for Skillen, because he was up. He was threatening to get into the top 10 now. Right, it's all down to these guys now. Ralph, of course, has finished with the 1:27.9. Can Carzola, Matt, or Dizzy upset the apple cart and get themselves into Q3?
It's quite slow from Dizzy, I reckon. I don't think he will, mate.
Well, Dizzy, of course, though, is it's a big step up for Dizzy tonight. He's guesting in Division 1 tonight. He is, of course, a Division 3 driver, but as we saw last week, we brought Shots up from Division 3, and Shots gave a very, very good account of himself in Division 1 last week. So, Barracuda has deserved this test drive tonight in the Haas. Of course, he is filling in for Pos, who, as I say, is somewhere in Thomas Cook land at the moment. Like, Carzola comes to the club. Can Carzola get himself up into Q3? This is going to be close. He's on the softs though. He's on the fastest tyre. I think he's going to do it. Yeah, fastest of all. 1:26.9.
Carzola.
That puts Ralph into the max out. Well, it's all on Dizzy. Dizzy was 6/10 up in his previous. This is going to be close.
Corner.
This is going to be close. This is going to be very close. Yeah, he's done it. He's through into 6.
Fair play
So both McLarens out of Q2. That's what happens when you have a shitty Renault engine.
Really?
Jimmo.
Fuck off, you cunt.
Jimmo, I don't have the C word on my streams, dude. You can say a lot of other things, but not the C word, please. Okay, there we have it, ladies and gents. That's Q2 done and dusted. We'll just wait for the time on the screens just to confirm who is in and out of Q3. Okay. So there we have it. Carzola fastest with that flying lap just right at the end of qualifying. Bingley, Towley, Sykes, Zanian and Robbo all on the mediums. Dizzy Barracuda will start on the softs. Matt, AJ, Cookie and Apex will start on the mediums, all safely through to Q2. Dropping out of Q2, Jimmo to the max, Ralph, Johnny Bravo, and unfortunately Skillen was very, very unlucky. He was actually.
I think AJ got Vettel's car, mate.
Could be. So far, well, it's looking pretty tidy. We're going to be just about getting ready to go into the top 10 shootout, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Right, Q3 about to start, ladies and gents.
Just psych out first. Then Bingley.
Okay.
And then JD, I think.
Little link there in the chat, ladies and gents. By the way, that's the merch store. This is for a special offer that is available until tomorrow night. 20% off all items. 40% off some items, up to 40% off, ladies and gents, for some Beer.tv and official RRF1 merchandise. There is the link in the chat. Basically, your shipping is free of charge. What a bargain at Beer.tv. What more can I say? Okay, Bingley is Bingley the lead car, did you say?
Bingley's not the lead car, he's Psych.
Okay, let's jump on board a Psych.
Bingley second. And then JPX.
Okay. Okay, here comes Cycling as first flyer. The guy's probably got time enough for 2 runs, actually, if they've got the tyres, that is. Kakashi in the chat, Towley, Bingley and Syke are his top 3. Yeah, let's have some predictions there, ladies and gents, for your top 3, or well, just your man on pole. That'll do. Syke coming up the Wellington Straight. Absolutely flat. Ralph has left the session. Oh man, can you try to invite Ralph back in, please, Mark?
Yeah, I will do.
Damn, thanks, buddy. Good old Co-Masters lobbies, eh, ladies and gents? You just can't beat them.
Where'd you find him? Where is he?
Bob, the prices are automatically down, mate. I took the prices down this afternoon. I've knocked basically between $4 and $7 off each item. Sykes bailed out of that lap.
Yeah, I
actually.
can't find him. Fuck is he?
Go into your recent players, mate.
Sorry?
Go to your recent players. You know, on your homepage, on your dashboard. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was on, mate.
Yeah, if we go for the recent players, well, I'll have to invite him in a second, indeed. Let's watch him Bingers do his first flyer. I've got some issues actually with the Dizzy's coming through there. There is a car in front of him. Townley sector 2, AJ sector 1, Syke did a dirt. Right, K77 Matt. So bits, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to try and get Ralphie in. This is annoying. Right, Matt said a 26.8. Cookie 27.2, Dizzy Baku 27.7. JDP's got cars bomb. Towley's coming through Vale. Oh, AJ's had a spin in sector 2. Drop aboard a Towley, coming through club.
Oh yeah, I got him now. Have you invited him already?
Yeah, 26.8 from Towley, second fastest so far. Robbo's coming in the pits. Got him, I think. Sorry, Daddy Longlegs, I think I wiped him out. Jimmo left as well. Jimmo's got back in. Sykes coming through sector 3, using that ridiculous track extend. Oh, he's in the pits. Yeah, you'll need to set up PayPal at the moment, Bob. The reason being is because Twitch and their infinite wisdom charge extortionate fees on debit and credit card transactions. Basically, if someone buys merch right from the store and uses a credit card or debit card, as it stands at the moment with the prices, the streamer actually makes a loss. Yeah, work that one out. Okay, JDP set 127.4. So we're seeing 3 cars into the 26s. Townley 26.8, Bingley 26.6. Carzola is on his first fly through Abbey.
What happened to AJ then? Obviously he came into the pit lane with no front wing.
Yeah, he made a mistake in sector 2. I think it was at the Wellington Straight. Liam 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Beer and Kebabs Game Community. Pull up the chair to the bar and help yourself to a cold one. On board a car as he comes through Woodcott there, up the old start-finish straight towards Cops. He does have a car in front of him, not too sure who that was. We'll check in a second. That was, I think it was Apex actually, on an in-lap. Carzola through Maggots and then into the Beckett's, part of the series of chicanes, and then Chapel Curve out to the Hangar Straight. DRS hopefully activated. Yep, there we go. No telemetry. Nice one, Beer. He was pretty quick. He set the fastest time in Q2, did Carzola, so he's certainly got some pace around here, that's for sure. Coming up past Vale towards Club, through Club there. Let's see what time he can set. 26.6 is a target, which is just outside. 27.0, 4 fastest so far. The rest of the cars, ladies and gents, are all in. Thank you, Kai. I saw it, dude. I saw it. Thanks, Kai. Oh. On the ball. Kai Pollitt, of course, is my technical guru. If I miss anything, he don't know, fucking tell me all about it when it comes to missing telemetry.
What have you missed?
Telemetry. I forgot to turn telemetry on.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, Robbo is on an outlap, so let's jump on board with Robbo. He is the first car out in the second run of qualifying of Q3.
Yellow flag.
Yeah,
Carzola, yeah, it's just pulled away.
Yeah, Bob.
It's gonna retire on track.
Yeah, what I've done, Bob, I've dropped all the prices down. It's like an introductory offer just to swallow the shipping costs because Twitch don't have a depot in England. It comes from America, or I think from Latvia or something like that in Europe, and there's international shipping fees which are quite extortionate. So I've basically discounted all the products in the merch store. It's a special introductory offer to basically get rid of the shipping fees. But you will need, at the moment, a PayPal account. But I will work on that. No worries, dude. Right, Robbo.
One car on track at the moment.
Yeah, Robbo. I'm on board with Robbo. He's just on his outlet coming through Stowe. Just preparing for his first flyer. Okay, ladies and gents, predictions. We had one prediction already, actually. Which was from Kakashi. Went for Towley, Bingley, and Syke. He's got the top two,
Bingley
right?
Out on our lap, second car out.
Okay, as soon as Rob's finished his lap, I'll jump straight on board with Bingers.
And his Vauxhall Corsa, then his Dizzy Barracuda third out.
Right, there's a car. There's a no point racing. I think there's a no point race. That's Bingley getting out of the way of Robbo. Robbo comes up the Wellington Straight, up towards Brooklands. 27.3 first sector. That's pretty tidy. If he's looking at pole, he'd be looking at about a very low 1.3 at the end of sector 2, which is at the start of the Hanger Straight. Give you a rough idea. So keep an eye on that time, ladies and gentlemen. Robbo, we need to be targeting about a 1:3 flat or thereabouts if he's going to challenge for pole position. Coming to the famous Maggots and Beckett's series of chicanes. Tidily through there in 6th gear, through the Chapel Curve, onto the Hanger Straight. The split time is a 1:31. Right, he is on course. This is quick. He's there or thereabouts, ladies and gents. This is probably going to be do or die for Rob. He's only got a little bit of hers left in the tank. He might not have enough for another fast lap. What can he do as he comes through club? 26.6 is the target. It's going to be mighty close. He's just outside of 127.9.
9.
Well, 8. Bingers, wasn't it, the next car?
Yeah, Bingley next,
Okay.
and then Barracuda.
Right, on board of Bingley. He just starts his first flying lap now of this run.
Yellow flag.
That'd be Robbo's car. Bingley through.
Watching Barracuda, which is the next car, mate, he's got a lot of traffic. I say a lot of traffic, it's just the Force India.
Well, the thing is, the good thing about the Division 1 guys, of course, these guys are elite racers and they know they've got very good track awareness, very good racecraft, and they know when to get out of the way of somebody in qualifying.
Yeah, does the toe work or not on this track?
Sorry, say that again?
Does the actual toe actually work on this track? I don't think it does it?
I don't know. I never got close to enough to anyone to find out. Basically.
Okay.
Okay, Bingers through Cops there nicely. Does a downshift to get through there without lifting off. Just literally slams into a lower gear, higher revs. As he's going, he's doing exactly the same actually. Through Maggots and Beckett's, hardly lifting off. Through Maggots and Beckett's, through Chapel, DRS opened. 127. Right, this is a pole lap. He's going to go even quicker. His first time was a 26.6. This is going to be faster, ladies and gentlemen. He, I reckon, 26.3, 26.4 possibly, if he can hold it together. So he comes through club. Bit of a lock up there.
3.
It's all down to this final couple of corners. Yes, 26.3. That is going to take some
Yeah,
beating.
I thought so.
Right, who's next? Towley.
Barracuda.
Dizzy. No, he's pitting. Towley coming through Vale towards Club. Towley is not fast enough at the moment. He might still squeeze second place though. Syke, by the way, is not going to go again. Can Towley get into jump into second? Yes, he can with a 1:27.7, improves by a 10th. Takes second place. Syke is in third.
This came out.
Kakashi is looking very good this prediction. He predicted these three. Not necessarily in that order. I'll have to have a check in a minute. Matt is a 10th up on his previous time, so tidy sector 3. Matt could still steal a front row slot here. He needs a stellar third sector, but it is possible. Cookie's gone second with a 1:26.4. I missed that, sorry. What can Matt do? Coming round
Yeah, I missed that as well.
the last corner. This is looking pretty tidy from Matt. Is it going to be enough? Bit of a wobble there. 1:27. Oh, it was so close. So
I think it's
close.
just AJ left, isn't it?
It is. Let's jump on board with AJ. What can AJ do? AJ does have some good pace. His sector two time though was 4 tenths down on Bingers. But can he get himself into the second row with Towley? Not quite. 1:27.1. Shrews, good evening. How are you? Hope you're doing well, mate. That is qualifying done and dusted. Yeah. Come back soon so I can have a cigarette as well. That is Q3 done and dusted. Biggie takes pole. The stellar 1:26.3 lap. Cookie Chip pushed him oh so close there towards the end of Q3. The 1:26.4 joins him on the front row in the Alfa Romeo. Towley takes third. Alongside him will be Syke, Zadie and the Toro Rosso. Just 3/100ths of a second between those two guys. Matt and Robbo just outside, showing row 3 with the Hasley Alpha. Now, basically between third and sixth is less than a tenth of a second, ladies and gents. That's how tight it is, how competitive it is. Carzola in 7th, JDP Apex 8th, AJ 9th, and Dizzy Barracuda has done a good showing of himself in qualifying, getting into Q3, of course, guest driver, and has got into Q3 and will start 10th. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Shrews, man. Enjoying the stream tonight, looking forward to some great racing very, very shortly. The guys will be having a quick, 3, 4, maybe 5 minute break. I'm just going to wait for Dragoon to come back from his wee-wee. I'm going to have a quick refreshment break myself, and then we'll get underway with the formation lap, and then it will be lights out. So it looks like an absolute cracker tonight. It looks, looking at the Q3 times, it looks really, really competitive. Very, very close. Difficult to call. Predictions in the chat for the win. Who have we got then, ladies and gents? Let's have your predictions, please. Oh man. Of course, the strategies looks like it's going to be medium to soft as well for the race. It looks like a dry race. We haven't heard anything to the contrary, so it should be a straightforward one stopper. Mediums to soft, so most of the ones. I think we do have Carzola and Dizzy will be starting on the softs, if I recall correctly. So they will be going to a medium, probably a medium compound tyre around about lap 11 or 12, I reckon, somewhere around that area. Anyway, just waiting on Dragoon to come back, because he can then entertain you with his bus driving anecdotes. The richest bus driver in the world. Alright. 100 bits if I get second place correct, Beer. Alright, okay. This is a tough one, mate. This is a tough one. I'm going to go Towley. Syke for the win. Oh, no, I don't know, actually. No. Forget that. Bingley for second place. Syke for the win. That's my prediction. Oh, Jock, yeah, league tables. That's something I did want to do, actually. Let's just get up on Facebook. I just wish Mark would hurry up, because otherwise I'm going to be sure. Oh, Hair Squiffy has left the session. Hopefully one of the guys can bring him in. He is not on my friends list. So, actually, do you know what? Let's get the priorities right. Drivers are always priority over anything else. Let's see if we can find Hair Squiffy and bring him back in. There he is. We'll just ping him an invite. go. There's an invite for here. Squiffy. Hopefully he'll get that all well and good. I'm just scrolling down here to find... Oh man, they're so far down the list. Alright, ladies and gents, hopefully you can see this okay. I'm just going to put up the league tables just very quickly. That's the league tables as they stand currently for Division 1. Syke Zaney with a 9-point lead over Bingley. Robbo in third, just behind, because Bingley has been absolutely frighteningly fast the last few races with plenty of victories. Towley also keeping in touch there as well in fourth place with 112 points. Cookie Chip 85, and then quite a gap down to AJ. It's almost like there's two leagues within that division. There's two divisions within the division. Bob says Syke and Carzola to collide. Okay, good, interesting shout out. Right, Jagoon's here, but yeah, I'm going to miss my cigarette break, so thanks very much. Co-coms. Right, they're just about to start the formation lap, Mark, so I'm going to leave it to you because I need a refreshment break urgently. I'll be back in about a minute, alright?
Yeah, okay, mate.
Alright, so plenty one-liners and bus driver anecdotes from Mark right now.
I'm not just trying to get my bits up. Trying to load of things up. Trying to order a takeaway as well at the same time. If Kakashi can, my missus wants to order Chinese, so if Kakashi can recommend me some things, that'd be great. It's nice to see the formation lap back anyway. Trying to load Twitch up so I can actually see the chat. Bit disappointing though. Usually in Silverstone we would have had rain. We didn't have no rain in F3. We didn't have no rain in F2 on Friday, and we ain't got no rain now. So it's a bit shit, really.
Okay, the beer man is back. Get some
There's no rain, mate.
Kakashi says, I was in the bathroom, I'm sure I heard my name. What did I miss? You missed the race, mate. This is the wind down lap. The race is all done and dusted. No, just kidding. Your prediction for Q2, well, Q3, sorry, was...
No, I asked him about
close.
Takeaways, mate.
Oh, takeaways. Oh, right.
My missus wants, my missus wants to order Chinese, and she wants it now. Obviously, Kakashi back in the day used to go to the Chinese during qualifying, so I asked his recommendations.
Yeah, down the chippy. Right, okay, ladies and gents, they're just coming through the final couple of corners, and we're just about ready to get underway here. In Silverstone, I think. Yes, they are. Right.
There's a lot of ghosting.
There is.
And there's cars pairing up out of nowhere on the end of the formation lap.
Okay, let's see if we can find a decent camera angle. Got some shocking camera angles, so we'll have to go with this one. Oh, there you go, bingers. Right, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 and 5. It's holding for a long time, and it's go in Silverstone.
Towley got a good getaway, mate.
Yeah, Towley got a great getaway there. He is... But Cookie's got the best of them all. Cookie takes the lead. Bingley second place, Towley third, Syke Zaney fourth. As they come through Abbey, and Cookie got a great start. The Toro, Syke got a dreadful start. He's dropped down to 5th already. I'm not going to look through any damage at the moment. I'm looking for overtakes at the start. Towley is all over the back of Bingley here. He's drafted him coming up the Wellington straight. Syke's trying to have a look at inside Robbo. Robbo goes defensive on the inside there, coming through Brooklands into left field. Tidy so far. Carzola got a bad start. He dropped way down. Johnny Bravo's had an incident somewhere. He's dropped 2 places. To the max has taken... Skillen's taken Ralph. Dizzy Barracuda and Carzola have had dreadful starts, man.
Yeah.
JDP Apex on map. Oh, it's coming together. There's
Apex.
carnage.
Oh,
There's
no.
carnage. There's cars everywhere. AJ's out. And there's a Haas involved with that as well. That's Matt. That's
I
Matt.
think the Haas taken out the far
AJ has gone, and the Haas has unbelievably come out unscathed after all that. Right,
I like Grosjean today.
back on board with Robbo, who's challenging there for third place with Cookie. Let's get onto the TV mode so we can see what's what here. Top four close together. Syke Zaney just behind these. These five have already broken away from the rest of the pack already. And some overtaking going on down towards the back of the field. Ralph's into the pits, but we'll just stay on board with the leaders here.
Close.
Johnny B's in the pits as well. Yeah, that was quite a crash. Squiffy, Syke going up the inside. Yeah, I'm on it, mate. Don't worry, I'm on it. He's trying to go up the inside, but Robbo's covering off defensively there as they come up towards the Wellington Straight. Herr Squiffy has left the session. He didn't get in. Oh man, that sucks. I did send him an invite. You guys saw that on the stream. I did send the invite. He obviously didn't spot it or couldn't get into the lobby. So that is bad news for Herr Squiffy. Unlucky. Very, very unlucky.
F50 max.
Hang on. That's what I've got to do here.
He's all at the back of that McLaren.
I'm staying on board with the leaders. We've got a five-way tussle here going through Maggots and Beckett's.
Syke Zaney 0.3.
Yes, I'm actually on board with Syke at the moment as he's keeping a watching brief on what's going on in front of him. He's got Robbo, Towley, Bingy and Cookie. Cookie got a fantastic start. Off the start there to the max is pretty close behind. Syke using that track extension again. DRS of course will be activated, so Cookie now might become vulnerable. Now Syke's having a good look. He won't overtake through turn one. Surely not. No, he just. Oh fucking daddy longlegs, man! Syke's having a look at the inside here. The Robbo's. Lock up from Syke there. That's going to flat spot his tyre. Another slight lock up there coming through turn 3.
I'm on the Toro Rosso at the moment with F50 max.
Right.
When DRS.
Here comes Syke on Robbo.
happened.
Syke into Brooklands. Syke going up the inside of Robbo. It's almost like a lunge, but I think he's got the move done. He has. Great move there. Robbo saw him. Kevin gave him the room, but Syke took full advantage. To the max has got Sniper. Towley in third place, Bingley second, Cookie obviously our race leader. Jump on board with Towley so we can get a good watching brief here, this battle. Syke is 1.3 seconds behind, he's tussling with Robbo. Bingley there coming through Maggots and Beckett's there, keeping the pressure right on Cookie. In fact, he might be close enough to have a little run at him here, going at the hanger straight, DRS activated. But the Alfa Romeo has got some good straight line speed. Look at that, the DRS is slowly casting, but nowhere near enough as they come through Stowe. So Bingley has to sit tight.
F50 max is spam. He's oversteered. He's caught it. He's caught it. It's fine.
He has caught it. Bingley fastest lap of the race so
Bingley,
far.
that's the fastest lap.
Syke Zaney though is now back within DRS range of Towley. And he's dropping Robbo. Interestingly enough, he is dropping Robbo. Robbo already outside DRS. To the max on Skillen there, just keeping a careful eye on that.
I was going to say to the max, yeah.
But I've got to keep careful on what's going on front, mate. That's where the main battle is. Oh, Skillen's car's lagging terribly. Oh, it's lagging terribly. Yeah. It's lagging. Oh, my goodness me. That's not good.
The max got DRS.
No, I don't think it's going to be close enough to be... Skillen's car's lagging.
Yeah, mate, that's bad.
Yeah, it is. I'm just hoping it settles down. Otherwise, we might have to ask Skillen to retire his car. Fresh LP has been jumped by Carzola.
No, it's lagging, mate. It's lagging away with the
right, Bingley on Cookie. Maggots and Beckett's. Bingley has got a good run here. Oh, Cookie just dropped his left rear there at the Chapel curve. Now here comes Bingley. He's got a better run. He's close to the Cookie. He's going to switch to the inside of the track, going down the hanger straight up towards Stowe. I think this could be moved done. Cookie's trying to hang it in there. He's going to try and go back at the inside of Vale. Cookie might just go gone back at the inside. Here's a coming towards Club. Who's got the balls under braking? Bingley. Oh, what a Bingley! Really held it superbly. He got the position back. It looked for all the tea in China that Cookie had got the move done, but Bingley went back round the inside. Sykes Zany, meanwhile, is all over the back of Towley. These four are clear. 1.8 seconds up from Robbo.
Quite impressed at the moment, yeah, with Sniper. He's the biggest gainer at the whole grid, and he's catching.
He needs some points, Sniper. He'd be the first to admit he's had a bad run of races and could really use a top 10 finish here.
Yeah,
right, all these
I know
cars
how he
got,
feels.
Right, it's Cookie going back at the inside at Brooklands on Bingers. He's got the move done with DRS there. As long as he can hold it together going through Luffield, not drift too wide. Bingers trying to hang the car in there. Tally spun! Tally has spun. I don't know if there's contact.
Oh no.
And Tally is going to drop right down. He drops down to 6th place there. I'm not sure there was a contact with him on cycle. We just literally just cooked it too much, getting the power on going through Luffield. But Tally has, it's not disastrous, but he has lost about, I'd say about 4.5 seconds. Right, Bingley coming through onto the hanger straight through Chapel Curve. He's got DRS and Cookie again. I don't know if he's going to be quite close enough to have a run at Stowe. He might try and send up the inside. No, decides to back out on that one. Cookie holding the racing line there, going through Stowe, through Vale, down towards Club. Indeed, Bob. Yeah, I just seen Bob's comment there. If there was a contact between Syke and Towley's going to go mental. I didn't see it, dude. I didn't see it. I just wanted to. I just literally caught the tail end of Towley spinning. Bingley, though, is pressurising Cookie.
To the max, yeah, needs DRS, and then he can take him.
Yeah,
he can hold on right now.
I'm just staying on board the leaders' battle at the moment, mate.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think Bingley's is close enough, actually, so I will just jump on board with to the max. To come up towards Wellington, yeah, I think he's going to get a good run at Skillen here. DRS, this should be comfortable.
DRS, yeah.
Yeah, Skillen's gone to the middle of the track.
There's no lagging.
To Max goes to the inside. This should be, as long as he doesn't overcook the brakes, this should be moved done. Oh, but no, Skillen's gone back round the inside.
Brilliant racing.
Well held there by Skillen. It looked like
Towley.
Oh, here comes to the Max. No, to the Max is going around the outside here, coming up towards Copse. Oh, it's a brave move round the outside of Copse. No, can't quite manage it. That was brave. Towley all over the back of JDP Apex as they come through Maggots and Beckett's. Kai saying in the chat, has Syke got damage? We will check on that, because if he has, that will confirm there was a contact between him and Towley. Right, here comes Towley on JDP. JDP dropped his left rear tyre, so Towley's going to fly past him here. Nothing JDP
in the distance there, you can see the Williams.
And Bingley all over Cookie again. So the Max has got past Max this time.
No, he hasn't.
To the Max has got past to the Max is what I actually said. Yeah, wheel by wheel here. Skillen to the Max. I think to the Max has got it this time. Yes! He's got the move done. Bingley, by the way, is all over the back of Cookie as they come up towards the Wellington Straight. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all happening. Woo! Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on board Sykes' car in a moment. I want to see if he has got any damage, because that will confirm the contact between him and Towley. Bingley having a look there, Cookie chip. Right, let's drop back onto Sykes' car, stick it in broadcast mode.
On Sniper, that's pretty tasty.
It looks okay. Fucking flies everywhere, man. Pissing me off. Looks like Syke doesn't have any damage as it stands.
The time has come down with Bingley and Cookie.
Well, JDP's picked up a 3-second penalty. Yeah, I'm on board with Bingers from Bingers' point of view. He's got he's going to get a good exit out of Chapel. Cookie drops his left rear into the gravel. And here comes Bingley. This is his chance, I think. Cookie's staying on the inside. Bingley's going to have to go the long way round coming up to Stowe. Let's jump on board. No, it's side by side. But Bingley now, I think, might have the high ground. But Cookie could go late on the brakes here, which is what Bingley did a couple of laps ago. No, I'm staying on with this one. Cookie has defended brilliantly. Cookie has defended brilliantly there. Keeps the position. But Syke now is right up on this battle. And discreetly says to the chat.
Wow.
Discreetly says in the chat, when you record something, your cars lag a little bit. I saw Sykes' car lag. He must have recorded what happened between the two. Yes, that does confirm there almost certainly was a contact between Towley and Syke going through Luffield. Okay, Syke's got a great bird's eye view here of the battle between Bingers and Cookie. Is Bingers going to send up the inside going into Brooklands? He is indeed. Cookie is fighting hard.
Wow.
Luffield and Bingers, there was almost a contact between the two. A little bit of a wheel bash there, but it's all feisty stuff. It's all fair. Cookie is just about holding Bingley off. Bing's going to try and look to draft him.
Outside of the run out, does he?
Hang on, Mark. Let me stay on the spout, mate. Just call the moose. Just call where the action is, and I'll. Oh, but Cookie's made a mistake. Bingley's got through. Cookie got a bad exit out of Stowe. Syke had to lift off there to avoid any collision between the cars. Syke is all over the back of Cookie. Looks like he's going to make a run at Cookie, but Cookie might have DRS here. Let's have a little look. Cookie does have DRS. It might just save his bacon here, but Syke is looking to make a move. He's going to go the inside here, coming up to Stowe. A double overtake, possibly. Oh, it's going to be ballsy. It's something with a Cookie. Cookie desperately trying to cover off Syke. A three-way battle for the lead here, ladies and gentlemen. Syke has to go late at the brakes. He's just about got the job done. Cookie's going to look for a switchback going through to the start-finish straight. He's going to get a slightly better run, but I think Syke's got some good straight line speed there in that Toro, and Syke moves up into second place. Sorry, Mark, that was an epic battle. Some absolutely fantastic racing there from the top three. Carzola's in the pits.
No worries, mate. Yeah, I was just going to say, but Carzola, yeah, I've just been watching him for the last minute or two. He takes a different line, and it actually worked out for him. But I don't know why he's in the pit though.
He's probably burnt his softs out. Don't forget, he did a couple of laps in Q2 on that set. I mean, he's going to the mediums. 17 laps on the mediums. Yeah, I would say the soft ones will be looking to coming around about lap 11. So yeah, that's probably it's an early pit stop. It's doable. Yeah. But this is the battle now for the lead. The question is, can Cookie stay in contact with them? He has got Robbo chasing him down. Robbo has got himself back into the groove here, and has caught up Cookie. Was a couple seconds behind. Ben Prime, good evening. You've missed some good battling. A massive crash between Matt and AJ going around.
Yellow flag set to turn 3. Who's that?
That's Apex. Is that
Apex.
Yep. We'll stay back on this battle here. Well, I wouldn't say they'll last easy, Shrews. They'll be pretty worn at the end. So I'd have gone for lap 11 myself, but that's just me. I think I did actually. Well, I took the mediums to 16, I think it was, and did 10 on the softs at the end. I did a counter strategy. Oh, it's just showing signs of settling down a little bit, Mark. Syke and Bing are still battling for the lead. Cookie has just dropped off a fraction. Still within DRS, but he has dropped back a little bit now. On board is Syke Zane. He's just looking to try and get a move done on Bingley. Kaiser's in the chat. Can't help but think Bingley will go a lot quicker and free out. Well, we're finding out now, mate. Obviously, your message was a few minutes ago. Let's have a look at the lines between Maggots and Beckett's. Syke hugging that inside curb, which gets him a good exit out of Chapel. Now he is pretty close to Bingley. Can he make a look at Bingley? That Toro is quick in a straight line. The DRS, it's very, very fast. This could be job done. Bit of a lock up there. Bingley's going to try and look to come back down the outside here at Vale. Who's going to be last on the brakes? They are nip and tuck. Oh! Syke going back for an undercut. Bingley went defensive driving, really helped there. Syke looked for the undercut, but Bingley maintains first position. Whew. Wow, it's all happening here. Cookie though is these two squabbling so much now. This is allowing Cookie to catch up again, and Robbo. So we're almost back as we were. The top four having a right battle. Towley is desperately trying to get back on terms with them because Towley had that instant Luffield a few laps ago. to the max on Jimmo. Going at the hanger straight. This looks like it could be job done. Yeah, looks like it. As long as he doesn't overcook the brakes. Yeah, it's got the move done. Jimmo moves up into 7th.
Just watching Fresh, mate. He started on the hard tyres. He's like 21 seconds behind.
It's a really strange strategy starting on the hards because the hards hardly wear around here. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't. I don't know. You sort of you can run on. You just run them to lap 20, lap 19, I suppose. Like up front.
Yeah, but he's too far behind
up front.
at the
Cyclone Bingley going through Stowe. I think this time Cyclone might have got the job done. Yeah, he's covering off Bingley. Bingley's got no way of shooting down the outside, then cutting across at Club. So, Syke takes the lead of the British Grand Prix. We're almost at the halfway stage, ladies and gentlemen. These guys will be running probably about another half dozen laps. Well, no, maybe another 4 or 5 laps. 5 laps before they pit. Skillen is in the pits. He's going to get rid of those soft tyres, probably put the mediums on now. Oh, lock up from Syke there. That's going to allow Bingley to get a good run up the Wellington straight. Needs to just tuck in behind him here, pick up the DRS, the toe, and then let's have a run. Syke already planting his car middle of the track. He's made his defensive move. That's where he wants to be. Bingley's going to have to go the long way. Excuse me, the long way around. Then try for switch back, coming through Luffield. Syke though covering his lines pretty well there. Gets a good exit out of Luffield. Bingley trying to pressurise him as they come through Wilcott. I don't know if he's going to be quite close enough. Coming up to Cops. It's close. Oh no, Syke got a better exit there. Indeed he does, Bob, yes. It's a lock-up in turn 3 almost every lap. A lot of downshifting there from Bingley, double shift down, revving the crap out of the engine, but he is close to Syke now. Is he going to have a move? Which way is he going to go? He's going to decide to try and go around the outside at Stowe. Looking bored there from Cookie's perspective. I think Bingley's has got this one. He maintains. Oh, that was close. That was close there. Bingley and Syke are having a mega battle, and they've got Cookie and Robbo literally a couple of car lengths behind. Back on board with Syke as he comes through Abbey. Is he going to get that same lock-up again shortly? Absolutely breakneck action here. Jimmo 3-second penalty. This time Syke doesn't lock up. But Cookie is closer than he's ever been before. Syke does have DRS to protect him. Wow.
Robbie ain't far behind either.
Yeah, I say the top 4. Towley is catching these guys, by the way. He's pulled out. He's caught about 8 tenths in the last couple of laps. This battling is allowing Towley to get back into the picture. So this race is not done and dusted here as far as Towley's concerned. Not by a long shot. Shreesa's in the chat. I love watching these boys. Absolutely. It's not because they you love their helmets or the fact that they love wearing big leather shorts. It's the fact that it's the best racing you will find anywhere on any platform. I don't care where you're talking about. This is the best. RRF1, what the world is watching. Syke ever so close to Bingley. Alright, these guys will be probably about 3 or 4 laps away from the pit stops. This is going to be very interesting to see how the pits play, because don't forget Cookie and Robbo both in the Alpha Male, so there's going to be some kind of team orders there for who makes the pit stop. Looking a little bit further, it's Mark. It's because these guys are so close. It's really hard to jump off this battling to go on to the rest of the field.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
That's why I'm here, mate.
I want to give the guys down the field some time, but my eyes are just locked in this battle, and I think really for the guys watching the stream, guys to chat, they want to see this action, this top-notch wheel-to-wheel, nose-to-stern racing, RRF1 style. There's still some debris there from AJ's car, of course, when he had the crash on lap 1. Right, Syke picking up the DRS. All the cars have got DRS apart from Bingley, and Bingley's doing a stellar job keeping all these guys behind him.
Matt's closing in on Fresh.
Yeah, 4 tenths per second there between 10 and 11th. I find that surprising. Obviously, Matt is quicker because those mediums will be starting just to go off a little bit now. The hards will be perfectly fine for some time to come. So I think Matt's got the basic raw pace there. Now, Syke is going to be very, very close as he goes into turn 3 and it very shortly. Needs a good exit out of turn 3. Bingley got a good exit. I think Bingley's safe again. Towley's in the pits. Towley is actually jumping the gun. He's starting the fire. He started the firing pistol for the round of pit stops. He needs an undercut. He's gone in to get the undercut to try and make some time up on these guys. The question is, will the undercut work? We'll find out in a couple of laps' time when these other guys come and make their pit stops. Okay, to the max is currently in 5th. He's got Jimmo 2 seconds behind in 6th. JDP Apex in 7th place at the moment in the
just what he gets it done.
Sniper
Gets it done.
and
He's
Matt's got
passed
through.
Fresh.
Yeah, Matt's got the pace without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, Towley's come out with some nice clean air as well. That's going to really help Towley. He can really set a couple of fast laps in before the rest of these guys pits. Talking of which, let's have a look at the leaders. Let's see if anyone does come in the pits. Is anyone... yeah, they're all coming in. Bingers and Syke in the pits. Cookie takes the lead. Cookie stays out. Robbo's in the pits, so the Alfa Romeos, they've obviously worked out their strategy. Robbo is pits. Now the question is, if I jump on board with Towley, I want to see where Towley comes out. Towley coming through Maggots and Beckett's at the moment. On fresh softs, this is his outlap. He's absolutely going to try and nail it now in high ERS mode. He's looking for an undercut on the leaders. He had 3 seconds to...
Towley's coming out to obviously Fresh.
Yeah, he had 3
battle that I'm watching.
He had 3.4 seconds to make up. How much time did he make up? We are about to find out. Johnny Bravo. Oh, mama. 3-second penalty. Towley on the start-finish straight. This is going to be mightily close, I think. Has he made up some time? Yeah, Towley's made up some time. I'd say he's made up about a second. Yeah, he has. Okay. Now, there we have it again. Now, the problem that Syke has got now, Syke is actually the lead car. He is coming up to Fresh now. Fresh, of course, yet to pit on those hard tyres. So we'll stay on board as Syke. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go on board of Bingers, the car behind, to get a better view. Because Syke really needs to clear these back markers quickly. Well, I say back markers, he's in 7th, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, Syke's is he gonna make a run here into Cops? He's not quite close enough. This is going to help Bingley out. Fresh LP doesn't need to get out of the way. He's not racing these guys, but he's under no orders to get out of the way. This is going to be frustrating for Syke. See how close Bingley is there. Oh my word! Let's please hope there's no incident here. Wow, Syke goes to the inside. Bingley's going to try and thread the needle, is he? The two back markers get out of the way. Great driving there, ladies and gentlemen. But all guys showed the good etiquette, the good racecraft and track awareness from Matt and from Fresh LP.
Busy.
And they've also let Towley through as well. They've let all the leaders through, so that's sensible driving. Sniper's in the pits, Matt's in the pits, as is Fresh. Cookie is in the pits, and Cookie has lost a bit of time. Of course, he's dropped down to 4th place, but he has got fresher tyres. So the pit stops are sort of unravelled now, and now we're going to get a good look now, basically, as to where things stand for the rest of the race. Syke Zeni's our leader. Bingley 2nd, Robbo 3rd, Cookie in 4th. Towley has made up quite a bit of time now. The undercut in his first flying lap, he gained 2 seconds mark. He's now just 1.6 behind Cookie. Cookie has no DRS, not close enough to Robbo at the moment. Johnny Bravo has passed Matt. I think Matt's just coming out of the pits actually.
Yeah.
To the Max is close to Skill, and those two have been battling all race. To the Max has come out the pits, just 3/10 behind him. We'll actually jump on board with that battle. Let's have a quick look at that. This is the battle for 7th place between To the Max and Skillin as they come up to Maggots and Beckett. To the Max on fresh sauce. They've been looking. He needs to get a move done as quickly as he can, really, before his tyres will start to go off. I'm not sure if it's close to here. Skillin goes defensive to the inside of track, moves to the middle, back onto the racing line for Stowe. But Max has sent one down here. Ooh, that was brave. Had a feint at the inside there, thought better of it, bailed out. Sykes gets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:28.9. Man, that's quick. Matt with a 3-second penalty. Skillin forced
fresh on the Williams.
Skillin forced to go defensive through turn 1. Oh, it's almost a contact between Max and Skillin. Wow, Max going for a gap there that just simply wasn't there. Oh, fair contact. He's so late at the brakes. It's a dive bomb. He's got the move done. A little bit argy-bargy there from To the Max, but he's got the move done. He moves up into 7th position. Johnny Bravo has been taken by Fresh LP. Looks like Matt and Fresh LP are going to be fighting again. Like Bingers and Syke going through Maggots and Beckett. Bingley is just a couple tenths down. Can he get a good run with DRS there coming down the hanger straight? He is closing on sight with DRS, bringing those cars together. I don't think it's close enough for a move as they come into Stowe. No, not this time around. Just what's that? 4.5 seconds covering the top 5 cars there, ladies and gents. So still not over yet. Of course, if any of these guys pick up a penalty, it could be costly.
Yeah, obviously we didn't.
JDP takes Carzola, moves himself up into 9th place. I'm just going to watch these two as they come up the hanger at the Wellington Straight. Then I'm going to drop down through some of the cars. I'll keep a careful eye on the timing screen. Syke still leading as they come through Brooklands. Right, okay, let's just go through. There's Robbo in 3rd place. He's trying to get back within DRS range. Cookie's just dropped back a little bit, and that's allowing Towley, as you can see there in 5th place, just to gradually close up behind these guys. Then we've got To the Max, 9 seconds down on Towley on slightly fresher tyres. Sniper with a 3-second penalty. Then we have Skillin in 7th place within DRS. Going to jump back on board with the leaders though. Again, Bingley getting ever so close to Maggots and Beckett's that kind of concertina effect. Now, can Bingers get a run here at Syke? Syke is defensive. Don't think Bingers is going to be close enough even with the DRS assistance. Just block your mic, mate, if you're chatting in the background. Not quite close enough. Right, there's Jimmo in 8th place, JDP Apex in 9th. Carzola in 10th place has just been recently overtaken by JDP on the previous lap. Sniper is sat there in 11th place at the moment, having a solid drive there. He's got new tyres. He'll be looking to try and catch Carzola if he can. Ralph in 12th place. We've got Matt in 13th. Fresh LP in 14th. Johnny B on the hards in 15th. And Dizzy, who is some way down currently, running in 16th place. Time to take a breath for a second. Indeed, Ben. Indeed, Ben. Yeah. Dizzy Barracuda given a test drive here in F1. Gave a good account of himself. Got himself into Q3. Comes to Maggots and Beckett. He's not a lap down though, which is good news. Although I think he's fairly safe from that actually. Robbo picks up a 3-second penalty. That could make the podium
quite spread
very
out.
interesting. Not the top two though, mate. They're the ones that have provided us with some great action so far. Robbo's just picked up a 3-second penalty, as I just mentioned, which could make his podium spot in some jeopardy. Just dropped out of field.
Biggest gainer is,
Matt's having a run at Ralph at the moment.
Yeah. Biggest gainer is F50.
It's raining.
Pick up 8 places.
It's raining.
No, it's not.
It is.
Ready?
It is raining. Yeah. Oh, we got some lag as well, just for good measure. That's just what we need. Bit of lag as well. But there is definitely water coming out of the sky here at Silverstone. Now, is this going to force a change in strategy? How are these guys going to cope with the track that's getting greasy? Is it going to get greasy enough to switch over onto an intermediate set of tyres, or will it stay dry enough? Even if it stays dry, it's going to be
4 or 5 laps left.
Yeah, but even if it stays dry, it's going to be greasy. The drivers are going to have to concentrate like never before. Or you can see coming through turn 1 there's water on the track, mate. A definite spray on the track. Lock up there from Matt. Let's jump on board with the leaders. I want to see how they cope with these conditions.
Yeah, I can see it now.
DRS though still enabled. Well, Bob says in the chat it's 2 little laps left to make a pit stop. At the moment, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But if the rain gets any heavier, mate, they'll have no choice. Let's just see what happens. Ben says in the chat, I really hope the F1 Division 1 have taken the rain curse from Division 2. Absolutely, because you guys have had a lot of rain this season, haven't you? Okay, Robbo is being dropped now by these guys. He's not liking the changing conditions. Cookie is he closing up on Robbo? Yeah, he is a little bit. Oh, Bigley's Sykes run right. Bigley go to the inside, coming through Luffield. Is he going to make this move stick? Syke is desperately trying to get traction coming out of Luffield through Woodcott onto the old pitch. Start finish straight. Bigley just let him through there a little bit. Dragoon has left the party, so it's going to be me on my own for the time being. This is getting pretty feisty now. Just 4 laps to go, including lap 1. But there's a lot of rain coming down now. See the rain dribbling off the camera with watermarks. This track is starting to get wet, really wet. 4 laps and a third left to go, ladies and gentlemen. Who can deal with these conditions the best? Will it be Syke? Will it be Bingley? Oh, Syke feinted the move to the pits. I'm sure he did. I'm sure that was a feint to the pits there. But just staying on board of Bingley, I hope it's not the commentator's curse, but they seem to be driving okay. They're still driving. They're still putting some decent lap times. And they're not sliding. They are backing out there. Turn 1. I've noticed that they're not going flat out through turn 1 anymore. They are lifting and coasting now through turn 1. But they are holding it together. Fresh LP is pretty close up behind Ralph. Let's have a quick look. I want to have a look at fastest lap of the race, which is Syke Zaney at the moment. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So Syke is has the fastest lap of the race so far. Oh, a bit of a lock up there from Bingers. Had to get on the brakes pretty sharpish there. The DRS was almost working too well. Is the DRS going to be deactivated as soon as it comes through Luffield? Syke very defensive through Luffield there, making sure he gets the best line. Ralph has come into the pits, as has Matt. Now, are they putting the inters on? Keep an eye on the telemetry there to see what tyres they go onto. Are they just making their... Yeah, Matt switched to inters. The rain is heavier. The rain is a lot heavier. You can see now, ladies and gentlemen, it is really starting to rain heavy here as the 2 leaders come through, Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. Well, exactly, yeah, DRS. Yeah, there it is. DRS has been disabled, ladies and gentlemen. That means we're very, very close to the changeover from slick to wet tyres. What's going to happen? They're both fainting. Yeah, they're in the pits. The 2 leads are in the pits now. Does Robbo stay out? Oh, big lock up from Bingers. Robbo is coming in, as is Cookie. Is anyone going to throw the dice and stay out to see if they can win? Cookie, 5 seconds penalty speed in the pit lane from Cookie. Any of these guys now, What about to the max? Will he stay out and try and risk it for a biscuit? No, he's coming in as well with just 2 laps to go. Yeah, Bob, I'm with you. I'm wondering if someone's going to take the gamble and stay out. But as you can see, just coming through, as you saw Apex coming through Stowe there, how slow you've got to take. You've got to go through. You know, you've got to lift off so much. Right, let's get back on board the leaders. Right, Syke comes out and he stays in front. Right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. 3 laps to go, including this lap. We got Inters. Who is the best in the wet? We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Bingers is looking pretty damn good there. No DRS though. He's going to be reliant on straight line speed, or Syke making an error. Bingley looking to go around the outside of Brooklands. Switch back into the outside of the Luffield turn. This is so close. Oh, Bingers there had to make a slight correction in steering. But he's going to get a good run here going through Woodcote. This is going to be ballsy. Are they going to go side by side in the wet through Copse? Surely not. Wow. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. As they come through Maggots and Beckett's. These two have been battling all a race, ladies and gentlemen. Sniper stayed out and is paying a price now. He's been taken by Cinemax. He's been taken by Jimmo. Yeah, he decided to try and brave it, but the conditions are now far too wet for slick tyres. Townley, by the way, jumped Cookie in the pits. Yellow fuel light warning there for Bingley. His Syke's okay. And Sniper's been taken by Apex now. Sniper made the gamble. He's got a 5-second cushion on Carzola for the final point, but can he hang on to that? It's not going to be easy because the car's going to be handling terribly. Right, Syke's pulled out a second on Bingley. Syke's getting these tyres warmed up quickly. We're on the penultimate lap here, ladies and gents, of Silverstone. And Sniper's in the pits. It's too late. He made the gamble. He's lost too many positions. Carzola picks up a 3-second penalty. Well, Syke now really has just got to keep it clean, and he has got this race as long as he keeps it clean, doesn't make a mistake. Bingley 3-second penalty, that is going to be costly. It could even cost him 2nd place. I'm not sure if Syke's had anything. I'm not seeing anything come up, but I might have missed something quite easily done. They come onto the hangar straight for the penultimate time. And Robbo 5 seconds down. Towley 2.5 seconds down from Robbo. Cookie has dropped right back off it. I'm not sure if he actually served that 5 seconds penalty when he pitted. They held his car for 5 seconds. Not too sure. He might have served his penalty. We'll find out shortly. As the leaders start their final lap, Syke's only through Abbey. Safely for Abbey. Drop back on board of Bingers to see if Bingers can get close enough. Now, Towley is not on the softs, wives. That's a Codemasters glitch. I can guarantee you he's not on the softs. Yeah, he is on the intermediates. It's Codemasters being Codemasters, i.e. absolutely disgracefully shite developers. Bingley is closer though. He's closed up going through Luffield. 5/10. He's going to be reliant on Syke making a mistake somewhere between Copse and the checker flag. Of course, just the one DNF so far. That was AJ who had that incident, that crash at Copse on the first lap. I think it was with Matt. As they come exit the Chapel Curve, onto the hangar straight for the 26th and final time here at the Division 1 British Grand Prix. Bingley's not quite close enough to sight. These two have had a fantastic battle all race. So Syke comes into club for the final time, holds it together, comes through the final corner to take the checkered flag in Britain, and he takes the victory. Bingley second. Robbo comes around the final corner to take third place. Any penalties? Oh, 5-second penalty unserved. Gives Towley the final podium slots. Towley gets third. Robbo fourth. Cookie Chip fifth. To the Max comes round the final couple of corners to take a solid 6th place and 8 World Championship points. Good drive there from to the Max. Skillen also, his lag issue settled down. He came back in, finishes 7th. Jimmo has got JDP Apex all behind him, but crosses the line. But Apex wins on penalty count. But Apex takes 8th place. Jimmo 9th. Carzola and Matt. Who's going to get the battle? Who's going to get 10th? It is Matt gets 10th. Carzola finishes in 11th place. Ralph takes 12th. Johnny B, oh mama, comes around the final corner. He has got Sniper there right behind him. Will he hold on to 13th? Are there any unserved penalties? Sniper gets it on penalty countback. Sniper moves up to 13th. Johnny B 14th. Then we've got Fresh LP and Dizzy Barracuda to come across the finish line. Here comes Fresh. He finishes in 15th place, and we're just watching Dizzy come through Stowe, coming through Vale, down towards Club for the final time. A good effort from Dizzy, making the jump from F3 to F1, finished it, got inside, got himself into Q3. Good effort by Dizzy, and he crosses the line. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your British Grand Prix. The rain interfered at the end of the race. Woo. Right then, there's the champagne. Not interested in the champagne. Let's get on to the final classified standings. I'll give you another rundown very, very short. So there we go. Syke Zaney takes the win. Bingley second. Towley takes third. Robbo fourth. Cookie fifth. To the Max sixth. Skillen seventh. Apex eighth. Jimmo ninth. Matt 10th. Carzola. Well, those were your point scorers. Shrews, you owe me 100 bits. Carzola 11th. Ralph 12th. Sniper 13th. Johnny B 14th. Fresh 15th, Dizzy Barracuda 16th, and AJ was the 1 DNF. A fascinating race, ladies and gentlemen. Some great battling again. Apart from the one incident between AJ and Matt, it was a pretty clean race. Lots of good battling. RRF1, Division 1, Elite Superstar style. Right, let's bring in these guys into the interview party if we can. I'll have to just bring these in. Have we got cycling? I don't know if these guys are appearing offline actually. Let's have a little look. There's Towley. Let's bring Towley in. Hopefully it's not an Xbox bomb, because normally they jump in the party straight away. We'll bring in Syke. And we will bring in Bingers, who I think is appearing offline. Yes, he is. Let's bring Bingley in. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Bob says in the chat before we even get started with the podium interviews. Bob says in the chat, yes, I wanted a Towley interview because Syke took him out. We're going to hear about that pretty damn shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Just waiting for Bingers to come in. And here comes Bingley. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we have got the podium finishers in the party. Right, Syke Zaney, 25 points in the bag. A superlative drive in differing weather conditions. Tell us all about it. You're very quiet, dude. Can hardly hear you.
Yeah, the 1 or 2 laps at the start, well, at the end of the soft stint were very scary. There was no grip whatsoever.
Okay.
But overall, good race. The instant with Towley was a bit awkward because obviously we were all so close together, and then we kind of bottlenecked up a bit, and then I tried to brake and avoid him, and then I pressed brakes a bit too hard and locked both my front tyres and kind of punched him slightly.
Okay. I mean, how did you find the wet? Because it seemed when you both came out the pits, yourself and Bingers, you seemed to. It looked on from our point of view. Look, you got the tyres up to temperature pretty quick. You looked pretty comfortable. You actually pulled out over a second. Bingers did sort of try and catch you back in the last couple of laps. But I mean, what was your style of driving? How did you adjust your style of driving when you came out the pits? When you switched to the inters?
Bingley got another penalty when he told me, so we kind of just chilled out and didn't crash. But in the wet, it's basically just being smooth and not getting any wheel spin. So you have to use lean and on quite a lot.
Was there any temptation to stay out? Obviously, in hindsight, it wouldn't have been a good move because you saw a sniper. But were you thinking about, should I stay out? Should I risk it for a biscuit, or was it just a safety first? Let's get the inters on and just finish the race in one piece.
Well, the lap before we pit, it wasn't that bad, but the lap we pit when DRS got disabled, all the grip went, and it was going to be suicide staying out.
Yeah, I noticed the rain did come down.
We were going to pit anyway, but then the DRS getting disabled.
It actually looked like on the previous lap site you feinted a move into the pits and then you swung back out again. Was that deliberate, or was that just a different line you took?
Yeah, I'm channeling Mercedes with their fake pit stops.
Oh, fair play. But 25 points to the bag. Back on the.
I think I got 26 actually.
26 fastest lap as well. Yeah, which means you extend the lead at the top of the table. Been a couple of races, hasn't it, since you won? But you're back there again.
Spain.
Yeah. But you've still been scoring consistent points, even though you haven't been winning races, which is good. What are your thoughts next week? I think, is it Germany next week, I believe? I could be wrong on that. I've not even checked the calendar. I'm just going.
Yeah, it's Germany.
What are your thoughts on Germany?
A wet race probably the best scenario. That way, I won't get disqualified for cutting T1 that much. So it's going to be awkward with the penalty situation.
I noticed you used your extended line out of Stowe going through Vale.
I didn't use it as much as I did yesterday, actually.
You certainly did use it.
I just wanted to minimise penalties, so I was a bit cautious.
Okay. Well, congratulations, mate, on the 25 points, 26 points and the race win. Look forward to seeing you in Germany next week. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, moving on to second place. Bingley, another superlative drive. You battled Syke all the way. Some fantastic manoeuvres between you guys. 1 second you were in front. Literally the next second Syke got back in front. Then you got back in front again. You gave us some great racing there. Tell us in your own words. Your thoughts on the race as a whole.
I mean, the race went pretty good. I knew if the person behind is going to stay within a second after 3 laps at the start, they're just going to stay in the DRS for the whole race, and they're going to have a better advantage over you because they can save ERS and all that. Obviously, me and Cookie were having a battle, and then obviously costing us time to other people behind us. But then, me and Zyke had a good battle. I got some really cheap penalties, which I shouldn't have thought I got, but it is what it is. I mean, I can be happy with second place. I mean, I won the last 3, so there's nothing to complain about.
Yeah, more points in the bag. You are Mr. Consistent, mate, and you're right into the championship hunt now. You really are. Again, I'll ask you the same question I asked Syke regarding the switch over from slicks to inters. Did you ever entertain any thoughts of staying out, or were you even contemplating coming in earlier?
2 laps before the DRS got disabled, it was sketchy enough, so there was no chance for us to stay out on that. We would have died.
Well, Sniper did stay out, and he was literally going backwards. I mean, you might as well just been driving backwards because he lost so much time. He threw the dice, and it didn't work for him. But no, congratulations, mate. You gave us some thrilling racing. Well worth a watch back on the stream if you get a chance as well. Congratulations on 18 points. And briefly, thoughts on Germany next week?
It's a pretty good track. The first one's a bit of a bitch, but apart from that, pretty good. Okay.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on the track next week. Congratulations, and 18 points in the bag. Just quickly before moving to Towley, a quick shout out to Jay Hunley for the follow and Shrews for the 100 bits. Much obliged. Thank you, sir. Right, that out of the way. Moving on to third place, Towley. Sorry to keep you waiting quite a while there, buddy. A solid drive. Third place, another podium. Good to see you back on the podium consistently. But we're going to have to talk about it. Luffield, Sykes Zaney, what happened?
Oh, he just clipped the back of me. It was just one of those. I can't really moan about it. I got third place. I would have been a bit more annoyed if I hadn't have managed to get back to the podium. I felt like I had the pace to actually challenge him for a win this week, but it's just, yeah, it is what it is.
That's fair.
When you race with these guys, you know there's no malice. You know there's no malice in it. He didn't purposely try and take me out. It's just a racing incident.
I think he did.
Yeah, he may have done, but we know what Sykes like.
Controversy here. Is it going to be fisticuffs here?
I can't be mad at him. He revived me last night when I got knocked, so on PUBG. So I'll let him off. Just this once, though, Syke. Just this once.
Bob the Builder says in the chat. Breaking headlines: Towley accuses Syke of brake checking him. There we go.
But no, it turned out to be a really enjoyable race. To be fair, like even as I lost that time, it wasn't too much. And then the Inters made it interesting, where him and Rob and Cookie pitted, held each other up, and they both got 5 second stop and go. So I knew I just had to hold on to the back of Rob, and get the podium, and yeah, it wasn't bad overall. But that battle, can't really complain.
That battle in the first stint, though, it was a 5-way dance. You three, it was Cookie and Robbo. It was a shame. It was a shame there was that little inch between you and Syke. Obviously, to put you onto the grass at Luffield, I think you lost about 3 positions in about 5 seconds, I'd say roughly. It's a shame because it was really.
I think it was about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was really building up because there was literally 3 or 4 tenths between each car. Between the top 5, but the good thing is we've still got 9-10 races to go this season, and there's going to be plenty of opportunities for you guys to go wheel to wheel, for another 300 laps in this season. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
It'd be nice to move up the table, but I'm here for the racing and can't complain about the racing. It's been good all season, so it'll be a good race next week as well, I imagine.
Okay, well, congratulations on your third place. And briefly,
cheers, mate.
Thoughts on Germany? You just alluded to it.
I've done no laps around Germany on this game. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it before. I'm hoping I'm going to have some pace, but just have to wait and see. You never know what these two have got. So hopefully Bingley and Syke get some laps in on TT this week, and then I know what I'm sort of fighting against. But yeah, it'd be an interesting one.
Okay, well, look forward to seeing you guys battling again, RRF1 Division 1 Elite Superstar style. Ooh, that was a mouthful, bloody hell. But congratulations to all of our podium finishing drivers, and also to everybody who took part tonight. It was a great race, apart from the one incident at the start with AJ and I think Matt. Unfortunately, AJ came off the worst for wear in that one. We'll have to wait and see what the stewards have to say about that one. But apart from that, it was a actually fantastic race and great battling. We had the wets as well. The wet weather conditions to make life interesting in the last few laps, and that pretty much sums up or wraps up the racing weekend here for RRF1. We have had a fantastic race week in Britain. Next week we move on to Germany. Tuesday track trials, Tuesday night, of course, funnily enough. Wednesday performance. Where are we on Wednesday, chaps, for the Performance League?
I can't remember.
Okay,
I will post up this week.
Righty,
done tomorrow.
Stay tuned to Beer.tv, ladies and gents, for Performance League. Thursday, the Posman is back, streaming Thursday night. Make sure you tune in for the F3 Grand Prix of Germany, live on Positively Glad's, I was going to say WAG there, Positively Glad's Twitch channel on Thursday night. I'll be back on Friday night for the F2 race. And on Saturday night, of course, we've got CSR, competitive sim racing. And then Sunday night, the Division 1 Superstars will be at it again around Germany. So there's non-stop racing all weekend, or all week coming up on RF1. We look forward to seeing you. Give a quick shout out, Master P95. Thank you for the follow, by the way. That is it. Well done, guys. Fantastic racing. You served up another treat. And we'll see you all in a couple of days' time. But from me, Beer and Kebab on Beer.tv. Thanks for watching, ladies and gents. We'll see you soon.